Good morning, I hope you're having an absolutely fantastic day. It is currently 8:30 on the 15th of December. 10 days to go till Christmas. I can't wait. I'm going home tomorrow, gonna see the family, gonna see some friends. It's gonna be great. So you may remember I had a dilemma yesterday, not knowing which coffee shop to go to. In the end I ended up going to what I thought was Triple Co Roast, but I think the cafe is actually called Elemental Cafe, I think. Or like it's like Elemental, like I think it's Elemental Collective, but like Triple Co Roast is like a small corner of that where they actually roast all the beans. They still use the Triple Co Roast beans, obviously, because it's right there. So either way, that's where I decided to go, and I don't really know. I don't really know what to make of it. It's really close. It's less than 10 minutes away. It's probably the closest like hipster coffee shop around me, but something just didn't click with me. It was good coffee. Like, I'll go over what the coffee was in a second, but the decor just wasn't my kind of thing. It was a bit, other than the big glass windows, so there was a lot of light coming in, which I really like. It was still just like, it seemed quite like run down. It seemed really old. Like, it wasn't modern, which is what I like, and it was quite warehousey, that kind of thing. And then on top of all that, they were playing dance music. Like, they weren't playing like coffee shop music. It was like, I felt like I was in a club. It just wasn't, I don't know if that was just like a one-off or something. So it seems like a good place to go to try new beans and stuff, and try new roasts and talk to the roaster, because I don't really have anywhere that I can go and talk to the actual person roasting the coffee like I do when I go to Roost and stuff. I think I'll probably go there to try new coffee, to talk to people, but I don't think I'll go there like super often like I do with Society. Like, I go to Society probably like once a week, normally, maybe multiple times a week. Yeah, it's bad. I have a coffee shop addiction. Anyway, I'll go over the coffee that I had yesterday. I just went to get the 33 coffees book and then I remembered it's full, and I'm using a temporary one. Okay, here we go. There we go. I had a Colombia single origin. It was from Triple Co Roast, roasted 2 days earlier, so it was the 12th. The varietals were Cachorro with a little bit of Geisha, and it was brewed in the Clever Dripper, which, if you don't know, is like it's similar to a V60, but it's a bit more ovular and angular, and then you like stop the flow rate, and it like is like an immersion brewer, and then you let it drip. It's quite cool, but you get like quite a mucky cup, so I only gave it a 2 on the clean scale. It's not like mucky as in like French press mucky, but okay, I ended up giving it 3.5 stars, but I really like seesawed on that, whether to go higher or lower than 3, because it was a very like complex coffee. I described it as delicate caramel and berry nose, described as apple, red fruits and caramel, and then I said fruity complexity with a round sweetness, spicy with a red currant finish and a creamy body. The finish was really like spicy and really curranty, and there was a really solid caramel in there, but like it just, something about the pairing just seemed a tiny bit off, but it was like individually them two sections, like the caramel and then the red currant and the red fruits, they were really nice. So I ended up giving it higher rather than lower, but I did find that like the transition between the two was a bit strange. So I gave the berry notes, the stone notes, and the caramel notes really high. Sweet was quite high, and then spicy was mid, body mid, finish mid, and then citrus, bitter, sour were all low, chocolate low. If you can actually see that, you can try and pause it there and try and read my handwriting. But enough of yesterday's coffee, let's get on to today's. I've actually packed now, so packed, Christ. I've actually packed to go home now, so I've only got 2 coffees actually left in here, number 15 and number 16. Today is number 15, so let's have a look. There's the picture, and there we go. So today we have a Fazenda Cerato. Hints of apple and apricot compote. Compote? Compote. It is compote, isn't it? Apple and apricot compote. Apricot compote. That's so strange to say. It's grown by Jose Isidro and Nazareth Diaz Patiera. Origin is Carmo de Minas in Brazil, and varietal is yellow bourbon. It says, from dentist to coffee farmer. Fazenda Cerrato owners Jose is that name and his wife Nazareth that name were married in 1949. Jose graduated from dentistry and practiced as a dentist before returning to the Cerrato farm, where he inherited it from his mother. Now the couple's children help run the business and contribute greatly to its development. So that's nice, another strong family connection there. And he was a dentist? That's a really strange career path, career change. Dentist to coffee farmer, but who knows? Another Brazil. Right, we're gonna have to count the number of Brazils now, like we did with the Honduras yesterday. Okay, so we've had 3 Brazils now, both of which were yellow Cachuai. I gave one 2.5 stars and one 3 stars, so it's not boasting well at the moment. I gave one strong milk chocolate and caramel notes and a heavy body. So already there, I'm already remembering that I just didn't like that kind of notes, like I tend not to. And the other one I gave milk chocolate again with mild acidity, sweetness, with a bit of malt. Like both were quite chocolatey and caramelly. This one sounds like it's going to be good. Apple and apricot. I'll go brew it. Wait, no, I won't go brew it quite yet because I need to open it up and smell it. Oh, that's such a light coffee. Smells more light to medium, but it looks really light. Smells really fruity. There's a strong apple there. Strong stone fruit in general, actually, rather than apple. So this is going to be really, I'm hoping this is going to be really good. So I'll go brew it and I will see you in a second. Power of editing. I like how it's got super like sunny, like a bright orange sun outside now, and you can see like how yellow it is in the background there. Anyway, I have my coffee, and the brew crema was definitely like a medium, maybe even medium dark. I'd probably go medium though, to be honest, judging by it's probably a medium roast, judging by the brew crema and the smell of the coffee and the look of the coffee before brewing. So, giving it a smell, it's really like baked apricot, baked apple as well. It's really strong on that flavour. Really heavy baked smell as well. It's that when you've just like got a bunch of like stewed apple to make like a apple crumble or something like that. That's what this is like. And a bit of dried apricot in there. It's really definitive as well. It's really strong. Okay, so trying it. The strength of them scents really carries through to the actual flavour of the coffee too. There's a really mild acidity to it, which is really nice. It's balanced really well with the sweetness of the apricot. Sweetness reminds me a lot like refined sugar as well. It's really a really strong sweetness, but like not overpowering. It's a really fruity sweetness. Oh, this is a really nice Brazil actually. The apple really is at the forefront. It really hits you instantly. It's really definitive as well. It's a strong baked apple, and then it's balanced nicely. I think it happens simultaneously. It's not even like it then goes. It's balanced simultaneously, and it's really well balanced. It's balanced nicely by it's a ripe apricot as well. It's not a dried apricot like I thought it might have been in the nose. It's a really jammy sweetness, really mild, weak apple acidity, which is it's a really delicate acidity. It's really nice. Then the mouthfeel is it's a nice thick mouthfeel. It's like jammy, it's chewy. It's a nice mouthfeel. Overall, this is a really good Brazil. This is easily the best Brazil. Probably going to give it Not sure whether 4 or 4.5, because it is a very tasty coffee. It's really bold. I really like in a coffee when you can sip it and you can instantly tell it's different to everything else. It's a very unique coffee, and that's what I really like about coffees. And specifically getting this advent calendar, it's a new coffee every single day, and you can compare and contrast the different coffees, and I've gained so much more knowledge through doing like all of these coffees, because that's knowledge on how to actually like taste the coffees. Because when you're drinking coffee week to week and bag to bag, you get used to the coffee, and then you only really taste the difference when you're switching coffee. But when you're switching coffee day to day, that's really when you're getting the knowledge of like the tasting of different coffees. And it's really like opening my mind, really. It sounds really philosophical and stuff, but it's really helping me like acknowledge other coffees and stuff like that. So it's been really useful in like an exercise in like learning your own tastes and what you prefer and what you can actually acquire from a coffee. So this, like, I'm still struggling to like, even now, like I've been doing my best to do it this month, but even now I'm finding that I'm struggling to put a coffee into words still. So I need to get better at descriptions. You'll find that I quite often like describe a coffee as strong or bright or something like that. I need to know how to become more descriptive. It's like in English when you had to describe stuff. I was never good at that. That stone fruit and the baked apple is just, it's really nice. It's really good. I'm probably going to give it 4.5 stars. I was not expecting that from this Brazil. I honestly wasn't. I was expecting quite a poor performance, judging by the other Brazils that we've had this month and other Brazils I've had in the past. But this is really good. Easily the best Brazil I've ever had. One of the best coffees I've had in probably this month, yeah. So cheers, and PS, call me Cameron.